Hello everybody and welcome, my name is Ursa and today it's France on the A to Z challenge. I hope everybody's doing good. As usual, the channel supporters have gathered together to give me a fantastic French game to play, and I think you're going to enjoy this one because we're playing the Black Queen, the original, possibly the best France. That's very debatable and I'm not entirely sure I would agree with that, but Black Queen France is certainly slightly underplayed and underappreciated, so I'm really looking forward to getting stuck in. Some things you need to know about this game. It's Deity, of course, standard speed, we've got Barb clans on, we've got secret societies on, and we are playing with a very lovely map today, one of our favourites, South's Britain and Ireland TSL map. Now we've done a small amount of skullduggery, you may say. I've made sure that Vicky of England, Robert Verbruce of Scotland, and Harold of Norway are all on the map because I was thinking, what better than a UK TSL map than some English, some Scots, and a beautiful Norway Viking invasion. All of these things are inherently British. I was thinking about putting Gaul and Rome and some other people into the map, maybe the Netherlands, but then I was thinking, you know what, I'll leave the rest of the slots open. So it's a 12-player game. There's a bit of randomness here. We're not entirely sure what's going on. You can also see I have the Civilizations Extended mod on. Now, we've had a lot of fun with this mod in a few of the last few games. On our Egypt game, we had a game where we just played really well with the abilities. With the recent England game, we saw that the AI plays much better with this mod turned on, and I really enjoyed that, so we're going to go cracking into it once again. Plus, France is one of those civs I've played a few times, and their Grand Tour ability, well, it needed a little bit of spicing up, and spicing up it most certainly has received. The aim of the game is quite simple. France, and especially Black Queen France, receives bonuses to spies. Ursa would be very famed in the Civ world for being terrible at using spies and complaining all the time when my cities get ransacked by them. So today, I'm going to be attempting to actually use spies. I know, we never thought we'd see the day, right? Ursa actually using spies. Oh my god. I'm going to be using my spies to steal great works, to steal tech, to rob gold, to format unrest in cities and steal city-states and do all of the projects that we normally put off. I'll be taking intelligence agencies, I'll be taking policy cards to improve them, I'll be even going for Owls of Minerva to get the additional spy card. We should have a lot of fun. And let's talk about France quickly because Civilizations Extended makes them a little bit better than usual. We have 100% production towards diplomatic quarters and their buildings. The +1 diplomatic visibility with all civilizations we already know and love. That's actually a very underused ability that makes religion and warfare a lot easier. I get not one but 2 extra spies with castles, and they all start with the free promotion, we know that bit. I also have a successful spy mission, 25% bomb of yield, science, culture, faith and gold, earned by the targeted city that turn. So the bigger the city I target, the more science, culture, faith and gold I receive. So get those spy projects rolling and I'll find my own civilization just becoming a little bit better. I also have an improved Grand Tour, as I mentioned before, 20% production towards wonders in cities on my home continent. So none of this mid-game wonder, as long as it's on my continent, France builds it good. I still get 100% extra tourism, but I also now get 2 envoys when I complete them. I believe I've stolen a bit of Canada's ability by getting 1 extra diplomatic favour per turn for every 100 tourism I earn, and I also have basically stolen the Congo's ability, 50% extra great writer, artist and musician points. Oh, and merchant points as well. Interesting. And the palace has some extra slots for great works of art and everything, any type. So theft will have to be, effectively done this game. Theft is a good thing. We like theft with spies. In fact, I'm going to self-impose a rule on this game. I'm not going to buy any great works myself. I'm only going to steal them. If I generate them myself, that's fine, but I want to steal as many as I can. Guard Imperial has basically remained the same. It's a very good unit when fighting on my own home continent, which in this game, I'll warn you now, is not very big. And a chateau, the yields are just a little bit better. I believe it gives you housing and food, where I'm not sure it did before, but otherwise it's gold and culture, and you get more culture for being next to wonders and more gold for next to rivers. It's all good fun. Thank you again to all the channel supporters for making this game for me. If you fancy supporting the channel, I have a Ko-fi, I have a Patreon, go and check the links out. And if you want to play along with me or play this game in your own time, come to Discord for the exact map. I always keep the save files within Discord, as well as a mod list of all the mods that I use and the mods you'll need to play this game. Let's dive in. Saf's UK map, as you can see, has France on it, but I'll warn you now, we do not have a lot of space, so we're going to be stuck on France until at least we get to shipbuilding and allow ourselves to leave the continent. This is going to be a difficult start. In terms of starts though, it's not a very difficult one because I think settling in place on top of the olives is the good thing to do. It'll give me a sailing boost, which is lovely, founding a city on the coast, as well as giving me a luxury resource that I can trade immediately, so I actually think that's good. Calais, what a wonderful city. I've also started the game with a bunch of era score. I'm the first to set foot on England. I'm pretty confident that's not true, seeing as I've started on France, but sure. But more importantly, I have set my eyes on the cliffs of Dover, so I've actually got 7 era score this game. It's a crazy start. I'm going to be working this marsh tile almost immediately, so population's not going to be a problem, and I've found hermetic order. I should always point out that in most games I play these days, I have faster secret society discovery on. It just means that you get the secret societies a little bit quicker unlocked, so if you do have a game plan like I do, it basically makes sure that they pop up in the game. When you've played enough games like I have, the RNG element is fun, but not necessarily what I want to see every game. Looking at this start, I mean, there is a lot of marsh here. I'm immediately thinking of beelining Etementanki. Now this will give me 2 science and 1 production in all marsh tiles on my empire. I'm also thinking Lady of Reeds and Marshes to get all that extra production. That would be an insane combo. There's also lots of other combos I can see with harbours, with mausoleums, with Apadanas. There's a lot of options here. I've also got 2 mines and another hill tile that I can put a mine on as well. So going for Apadana and then also going for mining in order to unlock this is a good thing. And I want to go for owls, so I'm going to go straight into Pingala to make sure that my science and culture is coming up nicely. I want to unlock all the other governors as quickly as I can, but that 15% increase in science and culture is a lovely thing. And yes, in order to get this start firing off quickly, I'm going to go for a builder, and I'm not going to go for pottery first, I'm going to go for mining first. We're going to go mining into builder in order to go 1, 2, 3 improvements. Let's get Calais rolling quickly. As I mentioned before, we're going to be stuck in France for some time, a long time. I need to settle as much of it as I can, but we need to get across the sea fairly quickly. That is a tribal hut, actually. Goodness me, there's a lot of marsh here. Oh, it's an insane amount of marsh. There's Jerusalem. I didn't meet owls. It's fine. Did I get the faith? No, though. Didn't get the faith bonus. Never mind. What's in this tribal hut? Void singers. Ooh, as well as something. Oh, an envoy. Oh, that's good. That means I can send an envoy immediately to Jerusalem and give myself the faith, and there is owls. So I could have gone owls from the beginning of the game. That would have given me another economic policy slot, but I believe Pingala is the choice for me right now. So you can see I'm going to go from 2.5 and 1.2 to 3.4 and 1.8. Big old science and culture boost there. And that is France. We have now discovered pretty much the entirety of France. Look at that. What a wonderful, wonderfully large amount of space. I'm going to put 1 more city down, and that's it. That's all we can do. I was not lying when I said that this beginning game would be a little slow. But you know, the powers of editing. We can whoosh through quite a lot of this so that you don't have to worry about it. There's mining. Let's go for pottery now. We can get the granary up, make sure that we are working everything nicely, and that is a barb encampment. Interesting. That lets me hire a galley really quickly. I could go and meet people and go and explore the UK. That's a lot of era score I could get for doing that. There's also obviously the era score for destroying the barb encampment, as well as the boost for bronze working and military tradition on offer here. So there are good options available to me. Immediately for discipline and immediately for God King. I think going for the Pantheon is the play here. That's what we're going to be doing quickly. I also would like to get a governor as fast as possible. Building ships is a good thing, but I'm going to go for craftsmanship to start with. I will get that boost fairly quickly. That's pretty good for me. Here's builder number 1, by the way. Can't build the wonder just yet, so I believe getting the settler out is going to be the play for me. mine number 1 though. A little bit more production. Very good. You can see my warrior has managed to defeat the encampment to start with, but I think I'm going to raid it though. They're the only people on my island. I don't want to get rid of them too quickly. I want to actually play with them a little bit. So yeah, hiring that galley has got to be a good thing for me. I'll earn the 30 gold and then I will hire the galley. That gives me the 3 era score for having the first boat in the game, which is rather ridiculous. And then we'll go out and start to explore. Well, that way is death. So let's go the other way. If we meet somebody quickly as well, I can start to build the Etementanki nice and quickly. That's the aim anyway. Here is the mine that gives me gems and also boosts wheel for me. If I pick up this jade, that will give me a happy city that will give myself a 10% production bonus. That'll be a pretty good pickup for me as well. This time I will disperse the clan. There's the era score. There is the safety in our time. We've made a peaceful, lovely France. I don't want to have to deal with barbs all game, so that's not a bad outcome for me there at all. And there is the grace of God, Victoria. Hello, Britain. I'm France. We're not going to get on well today. Sheffield is not down on the south coast. Oh dear, England. Someone needs to come round and sort your cities out. Anyway, there is the writing bonus. Good, good, good. Let's just pick up this jade quickly. There's craftsmanship boosted and apprenticeship as well. Goodness me. What a game. What a game so far. Now, we are getting 10% extra from amenities, but what happens if we sell these? Not a lot. I'm going to keep an eye out for that. If someone starts offering me like 15 gold per turn or something ridiculous, we may end up taking them on. Victoria has built Stonehenge. That actually makes me relatively happy. Good on you, Victoria. Good on you. Lady of the Reeds and Marshes, I think it's got to happen, hasn't it? It's sort of almost too good an option. I really just, with all of this marsh, why would you not do that? It's just lovely. So yes, we will immediately go for that. And we've got ourselves a 3-5 tile. I hope if I just sort of move these tiles around a little bit, there we go. It's now working something a little bit better on food. We can get Calais up to the population limit as quickly as possible. And we can go from there. Writing is finished. I haven't quite finished this settler, but I will soon, so that's good. And I believe the next best thing to do would be to go for sailing. I want to be able to get onto the waves and go crazy. We've played quite heavy religion the last few games. I don't need to rush for a religion this particular one. That's okay for me right now. Now, this is not England, I believe. That is Carthage. Carthage are never very good when you find someone like this who is a naval power and you're right on the coast. But hello, Carthage. We'll see if we can make friends with them. I mean, I guess we could navally invade them, but 37 defense garrison strength already. Oh boy. That's quite strong. And there's actually no point even selling them a delegation right now because they're on -7 with me and I just don't have enough. Oh, they'll buy my luxuries though. There is the 30 gold per turn. 28 per turn. You know what? I'm actually going to do this because it's going to supercharge my early game. I don't normally sell my luxuries back quickly, but I'd rather have an unhappy capital and get that much gold income. That's pretty cool. Now you can see there is a barbarian sea ghost just attacking Calais. I haven't got to worry about that. The barbs will never kill your capital. It's very much they're doing it out of fury and nothing else right now, but you know, what can you do? Unfortunately, the Etementanki has already been built by turn 26 though. That's a little bit frustrating. Never mind, we'll have to do something different then. Let's go for a granary. Let's instead go for as big a capital as we can do. That's not necessarily too bad a thing. We'll get foreign trade. I'll get maritime industries. I'll build myself a bit of a galley fleet to keep ourselves safe. Yeah, staying on France is not a bad idea for now, but I will cross this narrow sea as quickly as we can. We just need to get ourselves a little bit of science before we do that. There's city number 2. Here is the only freshwater tile I can settle on, and Toulouse. No, the city of Ulus. Oh, the wit. The wit. You can't help yourself, Ursa. You're just so funny. Another barb encampment. I can buy a galley from this one, so I shall. And there's shipbuilding boosted immediately. We're going to be an aggressive naval power this game. Bam, get off me, barbs. I'm using your own boats against you. Do I go straight for shipbuilding? I don't normally rush this, but I'm thinking, am I likely to have many horses or do I need camps right now? There's a chance I might have. No, it's normally on grass plains. Sorry, what are they called? Grassland tiles. I've no idea why I was getting confused on that one. I don't think we're going to get any horses this time, so I think we'll go for shipbuilding. As I said, I'm not really fussed about going a religion this game. I'll take someone else's religion. We're more about spies, you know? That's kind of my deal on this game. That's my jam. More like a strawberry and raspberry than a blueberry, you know? That's sort of what I'm going for this game. Oh, I'm being bullied. Do I try and just push through? Nope. We're going to run bravely away. Run away. I just want to think about locations of things, though, first of all. There is the harbour. I believe a mausoleum. I mean, that's clearly going to be a play this game, right? There's so much coast around my capital. It's basically 60% of the workable tiles, so that's very much got to be something that I build this game. Just like any game for me, Mausoleum is going to be a good goal as well. Not the Mausoleum, I've just said that. The Nician Arsenal, you know what I'm going to say. But I don't need to necessarily go for huge war this game. I'm all about being sneaky, espionage. If I might do a little bit of skullduggery here and there, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, I think for now we're gonna be fine. Let's just get that monument quickly. Whilst Calais is growing, I'll take advantage of all of these tiles. And then I think I might build a bit of a galley fleet, and we'll go and start to explore in larger numbers. Looks like I can hide behind this bioreum, 2 bioreums. So Dido will go and explore for me, and they will punch through all of the barbarians. Like, there we go. They're going to go towards them. We might actually be able to sneak around now if I just, yeah, look at that. I'm just going to hide behind them, bravely hiding. And do I want to go for food or production in my capitals, in my cities? I'm just actually thinking they both have decent housing. I want to get them up as high as possible. Housing is going to be more of a problem. I think building infrastructure at this point might be a little better, so maybe going for production over food. The Harvest Calendar card, by the way, that is the Civilizations Expanded mod that puts that card in. Again, it's to stop certain civs from running out of economic policy slots too early into the game. It actually works as a really fun additional little early game card. I quite like it. It's very cool. I think while we're building boats, let's go for that and maritime industries. Urban planning and maritime industries. That'll get some galleys out quick. It'll get some infrastructure up quick. We've got a lot of food from all of these marshes. I'm very happy with that, so we're doing okay. Preslav. Lots of different city-states, all in different points on the map. Training archers, getting Eureka for archery, irrigation as a Eureka as well. There's lots of different things we need to do. I'm also keeping an eye out for places to settle. Looks like into sort of Essex and East Anglia, that might be a decent place for me to just pop a city or two. If I can get onto mainland England, I'm going to have a lot of additional places to expand and settle, because right now space is very much at a premium. Another barb encampment, that would give me a warrior. Trying to think if that's a good thing to do. At the moment, the warrior would just be popped onto France and I wouldn't be able to get them off, so that's not necessarily a good thing for me. And we got a normal era. Unbelievably, we didn't get a golden era that first start, even with the head start that I had. That's crazy. We'll go 3 inquiry. I'm very happy with my ability to get Eurekas in this game. It's not doing too badly at all. Oh my goodness, Dido has gone straight to golden, and I think their harbours are now giving them science or something crazy like that. And suddenly they're on 40 science per turn. That's a lot. It's a huge amount. Blimey. So I'm actually not going to take my capital into buying settlers. I'm going to use my gold to get settlers in my second city, Toulouse, because what's going to happen is I'll be able to wait until shipbuilding and then send them all across the narrow sea. Now, I'm not waiting on state workforce. I'm just going to rush through this to give myself the governor title. That is going to be a good thing for me to do. But I'm going to put myself a government plaza down on that tile. I'm going to put myself a theatre square on this tile. I believe that should give me +3. I don't know why that's not showing as that one. +2 from every adjacent wonder. For whatever reason, it's just not registering, but fine. But I'm now exploring up the UK. Pyramids have been built. I forget where the desert is in the UK to build pyramids, but don't ask. Don't ask these questions too hard. It's never a good thing, that. So as much as I like going for that first government, I'm actually a bit low on tech at the moment. That's my bigger problem. So we're going to keep urban planning, and I'm going to go for the governor title. I mean, owls would give me an extra economic policy slot, but I don't need to rush that. Let's instead go for researcher. This gives me up from 5.6 science to 10.8. That means I'm going to get shipbuilding much quicker, and it also means I can now rush celestial navigation. Improve 2 sea resources is something I should do. I I do have the option to build get a builder quickly, so that's good, but I am also going to just quickly pop down a government plaza on this tile. I want to get myself that extra governor nice and early so I can just rush that through. It's a good look for me, that one. And the Congo are settled up towards sort of Hull in this area. Very cool. Good to know. Actually, I mean, we don't have a religion, so they're unlikely to be very friendly towards me, but maybe they have some luxuries. No, I'm still struggling on luxuries. Turns out if you sell all your luxuries, everyone's really unhappy. Who'd have thought? So shipbuilding is now rushed. That means I can put my settlers into the sea and we can go towards East Anglia. Now, I think this is definitely the way to go. I'm going to go and settle behind the river and just claim this double irrigation incense option. That's a great place to go and settle. I'm happy with that. I've got a galley just making sure that the area is safe between me and them. As soon as I settle, I'm going to buy the warrior from the Barb clan just to give myself a little bit more army over there. Looks like Sheffield is being attacked by somebody. Are you at war with the Congo? Okay. That's really unusual. Do the Congo have a city-state ally? No? I've got no idea what's going on. Whatever it is, it's very messy over there. I'm going to leave that well alone. But I actually managed to rescue my galley that was exploring over to the west and the Barb started killing me, so that's a good thing as well. Come and heal yourself. Lovely stuff. There's Norway. Norway starts up towards sort of, where would this be? East Yorkshire sort of way? Over on the coast. They're the ones with the pyramids. Apparently, yeah, the pyramids is on the sort of northeast coast. Who'd have thought, eh? Who has what? Unmet player has Feed the World. That's spread to 11 cities. Wow. Yeah, I really, really want Feed the World. If we can get that, I mean, that would be well worth putting holy sites down for that. I mean, you've seen this channel long enough. You know that I'm a great fan of Feed the World. It's wonderful. The more population you have, the more tiles you work, the more districts you have. It's generally an amazing thing to do. Oh, and immediately Norway want to be friends. I think they love my huge heaving navy of 4 boats. That's got to be it, right? That's exactly what it's got to be. Now, Pinkala now has the last promotion. I'm going to give him Connoisseur, and then we'll go for Owls of Minerva. I can start to send trade routes out from that point. Here is Celestial Navigation. We're just about to get the builder to get these 2 little fishies into my empire. Very nice little fish improvement. You can see Yuluz is getting its monument up. You know what? It's actually, considering I was in the middle of nowhere with this start, I'm actually quite happy with how we've consolidated nice and quick. Nice high population in Calais. It's a good job. We're enjoying what we're doing. It's good. Last governor. Okay, now we're going to go Owls. Let's do it. Hooray! Now, unfortunately, I didn't actually check who everybody else was. England are Owls. Norway are Void Singers. Oh my word. Dido is Hermetic. And Congo haven't decided yet. We've got a good range. Okay, normally everyone goes Void Singers, but not today, apparently. Not today. Well, I'll take the opportunity to put Harvest Calendar in as well. So we've got 1 extra production and 1 extra food now in every single city. That'll be massively important when we go to settle into East Anglia. And I think I've got enough space to actually put 2 or 3 cities down around the edge of it. Unfortunately, we do have to settle in Essex to start with, which is very I mean, someone's got to do it, I guess, but yeah. What can you do? Builder is now out and ready. We've got another galley. This is all going good. Calais is doing nicely for me right now. I could get the holy site, but I think I'm going to save myself for a delicious theatre square or a diplomatic quarter. One of the two. I'm not sure which one yet, but we are about to hit our housing caps, and maybe this is the time to go for a settler. I'll get 1 more galley to start with. I feel like I just need to take advantage of the galleys before I lose the maritime industry card, which I'm inevitably going to do as soon as I go towards political philosophy. Well, my deal expired, by the way, so now I've lost all of these. I'm just actually now thinking, I mean, Dido wants to buy these for 50 gold. That is so much. Is it worth staying happy? I mean, is it worth having the immunities or getting the gold at this point? I think it's worth getting the gold because I can just buy settlers. So let's do that. I'm just going to sell them again. That is an amazing deal. Let's do it. And immediately I can get this settler in and go a few things. We're going to go bam. This is Ren. Lovely. I can get myself a warrior that'll appear in the city I've just founded, and this one too. So now I've got 3 warriors. I can use them for scouting and also for staying or keeping me safe from barbs, which is a lovely thing as well. And how much is the next settler? 560. That's good. We'll get that in 4 turns. I'll just give myself should we go for a builder right now? Let's start working that builder nice and quick as well. Oh no, Australia! Australia is reverse colonizing the UK, and Sydney's there. Australia's normally so scientific, you have to be very careful of them, but for now, we're doing okay. This should be fine. Political philosophy. As mentioned before, we're going to go classical republic today. I want the housing and the amenity for all cities with a district. Don't have many districts at the moment, but I will soon. Urban planning, good. Harvest calendar, good. Let's go for the extra production towards builders. Let's go for diplomatic league to give myself 2 envoys every time, and then I'll go charismatic leader as well. I want to make as many city-state friends this game as I physically can. A big deal for me. Celestial navigation has been boosted, and now I can go for celestial navigation itself. I want to unlock that harbour quickly. Stick one in Calais, stick one in Toulouse. We should be fine to get ourselves extra trade routes, which I can start to send from Rennes and start to get all of these city-states on side. Now, this is going to become another city-state, but I would rather go and settle in this area. So I'm going to disperse the clan. Give myself some experience and era score. Lovely stuff. Get the irrigation bonus, and the irrigation bonus is good because one of the city-states wanted that. That was Preslav. Lovely. I am actually keeping an eye on all of these options for myself right now. Training a spearman's a big one. Getting an archer. Inspiration for defense. So basically, Wulin will like me if someone declares on me. I'd rather that didn't happen, to be fair, but what can you do? Celestial navigation. Good. Harbour time. Let's get it done. Just lock in the production on that. I don't remember how much you need in terms of adjacency to get the harbour bonus. Is it +4? It's +4. So we're going to be a little bit off that, but never mind. And look at this. Even though it's kind of off the side of my city a little bit, I can still get a nice +2 harbour in Toulouse. So that's a good thing as well. We found Scotland. Hello, Scotland. Perth. It's looking pretty good. I mean, you know, France and Scotland, they kind of, we get on just because we both don't like England. But that might be as far as our alliance goes, to be fair. Look at that. 18 gold per turn from Carthage. They love a good luxury. You gotta appreciate that. They're doing nicely on helping me to expand here. I'm immediately going to start picking that settler up. 560 gold. My population will recover quickly. I can just keep settling. If I can get 3 cities on East Anglia, that will help me massively. Weirdly, we're going to kind of go for a bit of a colonial-esque approach to settling here. Just like pockets of random cities around the map, wherever we can find space, really. That's kind of how I'm going to roll on this one. There's bronze working. I don't think there's going to be any iron on France, but you never know. The Jerusalem has a little bit. And oh, Rennes has some just outside as well. So there is iron for me to pick up. That's good. The more iron I pick up, the more gold I can have by selling it to other people. That's a lovely thing. Let's get the watermills actually as well. A bit more food and production for my capital and other cities. So that's, again, a lovely thing. I have an envoy. What am I going to do with the envoy? I could get myself Preslav, which is right by my city, and would give me a little bit of a defensive force in case someone attacked me. That's not a bad idea. Venice is pretty well protected. Brussels is looking good. Jerusalem would help me against England in exactly the same way. Let's work this out. Actually, we can have a look. Gain ownership over city-states resources, 1 stone, or 1 stone, 1 truffles, 1 maize. Okay, well, if Preslav has already got a truffles set up, that's pretty good. I think I might take the truffles. It'll help me to stay nice and happy. So there we go. Preslav. It's explored nicely for me. I can have a look and use this information to settle with. And you know what? Actually, I need to just have a quick think about this. The Congo capital is right there. So loyalty-wise, we're going to have a bit of a problem settling right up to them. Do I want to pack the cities in? I probably do, actually. So let's settle around the coast to an extent. Not, it's not going to quite be there, but that's, I mean, we can go 1, 2, 3 cities like that. Gonna be a bit of a squeeze, but I think that's not a bad option. You know what, I'm just gonna stick the city there instead. I'll settle on top of the horses, see if we can get it to work. It probably won't, but we'll keep the pressure on. You never know what you can pull off. Once you start settling a couple of cities, loyalty becomes an easier and easier thing to hold on to. Phoenicia doesn't like the fact that I'm settling on the coast. I'm the other side of the world to you. Come on. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. 1 more envoy. Again, I think Jerusalem is going to be the option here. Train a spearman. Oh, actually, we could just train a spearman. That's not a difficult thing to do. Is that worth spending the gold on to get Jerusalem on side? Yeah, you know what it is. It is. I'm going to just do it like that. Bam. 2 era score. There we go. Jerusalem is now another city-state on side. Okay, so we'll have a quick peek. What other things are we going to be able to do? Valletta, build a quadrireme. That's pretty easy. Train an archer. Again, pretty easy to do. So Taruga or Valletta would be good options for the next one. Actually, Valletta would show me a lot of Scotland. That would help me to see a lot of the map. So we'll put an envoy into Valletta, and then I need to train an archer fairly quickly, which again, I think I saw a city-state offering one for me. There was a swordsman. I think we might have expired. I think it might be just saying swordsman now. So we'll upgrade and get ourselves an archer soon. I made friends with Australia as well. If I can just make friends with Congo, you know what? I feel a lot better about life because they are clearly the bigger threat on my borders right now compared to anybody else. Quite like it if I can do that. Let's get this iron mine down. There we go, something else to sell now. That's a lovely thing. Well, excitingly, we now have a trade route possibility, and because we're owls, I'll get an envoy every time I send one. So, Preslav and Jerusalem are already on side. Very nice. Repanoi and Taruga are the other options for me right now, and both of them are fairly contested, but Taruga is the other one I was going to go for here. So, that could be where I go. I could send it from my capital, and seemingly it goes through my city to do it. Oh no, it'll go through Bradford. Interesting. Okay, well, I will take that. That is a little bit of Protestantism. Oh, religion is that? Choral music. Oh, it's the rubbish one. Never mind. Oh well, we'll go for that. A little bit of extra science in my capital. If I do put campuses down around these beautiful geothermal fissures, then that will massively benefit me later on. I'm also, so you can see this tile has burnt down. It didn't unfortunately spread to the rest of the woods, but I'll keep an eye out for that because there could be some decent yields there. Cartography has been boosted because that's my second harbour finished. Lovely stuff. I'm pretty happy with all of the cards that I've picked up still, and we're now beelining into defensive tactics. I always think if you don't have the boost of defensive tactics, your game's actually going better than if you did have it, because I'm glad I'm not the target of a declaration of war here. That's never nice. I've almost got a lighthouse finished in Calais. We finished this harbour. This is good. This is good. Everything's coming up Ursa. But that is a second available trade route. Yum. Okay, I think let's get the trader in this city and send it again to Taruga. Although my capital can do the... Yeah, I'll build it here. I'll build the trader here. Why not? Saving my gold for some tasty settlers. That's what I want to be doing. I'm a little bit yeah, it's a little bit sad, but the AI is really just refusing at the moment to do anything useful with their luxuries. I'm waiting for them to pick some up because I need to do some trading. I kind of traded all my luxuries away and that wasn't very helpful for myself. Oh, this galley I think has probably come to the end of its exploring days. Goodbye, kind sir. Oh no, you survived. Oh my lord. Right, quickly. I'm just going to say come back. I mean, in 17 turns it'll either be safe or dead, one of the two. Wilhelmina, Queen of the Netherlands. I have met another person to introduce myself to. There's Amsterdam, and Plymouth is being lost to loyalty. At the moment, it's a little bit messy in mid-Europe. We have, why do I always get the religion with warrior monks? What is wrong with the game? I want something decent. I just sold on my iron though, and now I can pick up another settler. Yum. It says minus 13 over there, but I think if I settle it, I think I'll be a little bit happier than that. I'm just about to pick up another governor as well. I can go stick a governor in there. I'm pretty confident that we'll be able to do something a little bit better than that. What did Taruga want again? That's the archer. I knew that one of them needed an archer. There you go. I'm trying my best actually to complete city-state quests at the moment. It's an unusual one for me because normally I just ignore them. But no, we will actually listen to them this time. One more trade route to Taruga. Well, hey, I should get that very soon. Oh, extra science for each improved strategic resource I have. I do not have many of those. I have iron in one city. Oh, gonna start building some wonders now. We've got the Great Lighthouse coming along. I'm gonna use my ability as France to build them a bit quicker on my home continent, just to give myself a small bonus there. I can even flip my policies around a little bit. Feudalism gives me chateau, by the way, but I'm gonna go for military training because I want veterancy. I'm building so many harbour buildings right now. I really should have that. We go builders. I'm not building too many builders, to be fair. Let's go instead for Corvée. Urban planning in Corvée. Look at that. It's a wonderful little deal. It helps me to build these wonders even quicker. Lovely. Taruga has been taken though. Hooray! And the letter is the next one that I want. When's the next point I'm going to get an envoy? Oh, it's close. Awards 1 envoy. This is what I want. Now, you see, unfortunately, the Congo are going to sort of start settling towards me. Apparently, there was a tribal hut there. I missed that entirely. Never mind. There's an era score for improving flooded tiles. We need 3 era score now in 4 turns. I would love it if I can go for a golden age. Kind of important I picked that one up. Okay, it's not where I was going to put the city, but what it does mean is I'm now settling within 4 tiles of the Congo, which gives me an era score for aggressive city placement. So that's quite fun. Calais is not loyal, alas, but it means I can put myself a governor in that city and make it better. And I'm just trying to think of the best person. I think Liang. Should we get Liang and get builders +1 charge, extra district? Yeah, no, I don't use Liang anywhere near as often as I probably should. So we'll work her quickly. Oh, by the way, here's a quadroon. That gives me the letter, which is another suzerain. Unfortunately, it didn't give me a score though, which is a bit frustrating. I thought that one would. Sometimes it gives you it for the first person to have suzerain them, but maybe somebody jumped the gun on that one before I noticed. Who knows? It's okay. We'll figure something else out. You settle too close. I am going to take the diplomatic favor. Thank you so much. I actually have no more space to settle around here, so I think it's okay. We're going to go and find somewhere else to go and settle now. So we have 1 turn until the next era, and I need 2 era score, and I've been racking my brains with what to do. I haven't got any horse units yet, I haven't got any iron units yet, but I haven't unlocked swordsmen, and it would be a lot of gold to do that. I can levy city-states, but each one is about 500 gold or thereabouts, so I would need about 1,000. That's not going to happen either. It's a bit of a mystery as to what I can go for here. What I'm thinking is if I want to war with Dido, which I know is a bit risky because we do actually share a sea, although I can build boats pretty quick, so I'm not too worried about that. I could take Taruga's army for 420 and I could declare on them and levy them, and that would give me era score that way, because then I'd be levying an army next to someone I was at war with. I can't think of any other ones in terms of options. Plus, if I do go to war with Dido, I will lose a bit of gold per turn, but I'll get all of my luxuries back and I can sell them to somebody else for more gold up front. So, question is, who else is not a fan? The Netherlands are not a fan of Dido. Do you want to go to war with them? They do. And they'll give me a small amount of diplo favor to do it, as well as giving me open borders. So you know what? We're going to do it. We're going to actually declare war on Dido. Now, I'm just going to go through. I'm not going to actually do anything really in this war. I'm just going to see if I can pull other people into it. Yeah, England wants to be in as well. So, everybody I've met that Dido knows is now at war with them. That's all pretty good. Look at all these extra luxuries. That's a tasty assortment of things as well. So that's pretty cool. Scotland will give me some gold for my luxury. I'm on 305. How much do I need to get? 105 more gold. So I can get 59 of that from Norway. I can get 44 of it from Australia and 54 of it from England, which means I can then take Taruga and go levy on the border to era score. Golden Age achieved. Yes. Yes. I like that. We did have a dedication bonus. I could have, in theory, got a watermill and ancient walls. That would have been probably something that would have been easier to do, but I don't think I could have got 2 of them very easily. So yeah, I'm happy with how we did that. That worked well for me. Now what we'll do is I might send my units over to Byblos. I'm not planning on taking it. If I can raise it, I will. But what I'll do is I'll see if I can pillage their campuses. Be a bit of extra science for me, which would be pretty cool. Troops are merely passing by. Come on, Vicky. Don't be like that. I've declared war on the same person as you this turn. You know exactly what I'm doing. Oh, don't be like that. Where is it? Veterancy. Let's go for Veterancy. Veterancy is really good. Congo's a normal age, but ooh, Vicky is a dark age. Okay, we might be able to put a little bit of pressure on them, and I'm actually going to pick up 3 inquiry. This will make my harbour districts give me science. Just a nice little bonus. I've got 2 of them right now. They're giving me +5 total, so +5 science per turn. Actually, no, I finished this one, so Ren is giving me as well. So we've got +7, so I should go to about 37, 38. Yeah, 38 science. That is a good look on me. I like it. That's cool. This feels like a very sort of medieval war, being honest. It's quite cool. Okay, Phoenicia do have caravels. That's no fun. We need to keep an eye on those. I don't want to have to deal with those at all if I can help it. I'm just going to work buttress a little bit and then go to cartography. I quite like to be able to counter with my own navy. I don't like the idea of being totally broadsided with a superior navy. I have to pull myself round a little bit as well. If my traders get pillaged, by the way, not the worst thing in the world. It means I can re-up them and send them to new city-states, and new city-states mean I can go to new and get more envoys, really. So, I mean, it kind of works for me perfectly. What does Wulin want? Oh, a catapult. I can do a catapult. That's great. That's fine. Let's do that. Oh, by the way, the galley actually made it home on 2 health. So, absolute star player this game so far. England want to be my friend. A French-English alliance. What do we think about that, eh? Is that something I want to do? This is a good opportunity, by the way, to vote in points towards city centre. And Norway is my religion, and it has Shinto. So I'm going to vote up 5 times on that. There you go. Easily done. Easy done. Perfect. So at least they've got a little bit more strength. I don't really mind what religion I take in this game. I'm not really going to be wanting to kind of utilize Feed the World very much. So we'll kind of accept what we've got. Well, quite an exciting little war's going on. England is at war with the Netherlands and Carthage. Carthage is at war with the Netherlands and England, and the Netherlands are at war with Carthage and England. So it's just like my city-state troops are just sort of hanging out in the middle of this going, don't mind us, it's fine. Calais is population 10. What a delightful city. If I can finish the mausoleum, though, that would be an amazing pickup for me. I really like the sound of that. And what I want to do, I only need 1 more gold to do it, so I'll just sell a single iron. I'm just going to pick up a water mill inside Nantes. And you can see 1, 2, 3 resources will be improved by that. So bam, huge boost. And also construction. I'm getting 50% boosts on science, don't forget, at the moment. If I can just get an ancient wall going, that'd be pretty cool. And buttress, I'm just going to leave for now. I don't need to rush that one particularly. Let's go for horseback riding and then construction, just whilst these are boosted. This is the opportunity to race ahead on the old tech if I can. Oh dear, Bradford. Bradford appears to have been taken. Oh, Vicky, what's going on? Dear oh dear. Don't mind me, Biblos, I'm just pillaging your stuff. Time for Wulin. Way! And that appears to be Greece. Hello, Greece. Oh no, Pericles really doesn't like you when you're getting on well with city-states, and that's kind of my entire gig this game. Oh dear. Never mind, honor to meet you. Maybe I can make friends with them before they realise how bad I am. No, they're not going to do that. Never mind. Construction gives me lumber mills. Lumber mills is a eureka in itself. I'm just trying to put down another farm. I think this is number 6 if I've counted properly. It is number 6. So there is feudalism. Switch over to raid briefly because I might be just about to do a little pillaging. Just rush for apprenticeship by going 114 science use. Oh my word, that is a pillage. In fact, actually, there's apprenticeship already. Okay, this little war, this little shindig worked quite well for me. I'm not complaining at all. Let's go for stirrups now. Actually, education. Don't want to go for banking, but banking is something I want to rush, but stirrups I think is more important. I do have iron. A single knight would be very useful for me. Let's get a bit more faith as well. Delicious. Kamasi. Kamasi is suddenly a target because all of my traders of this game are going to be against city-states. +2 culture and +1 gold for every specialty district in the origin city. That's a big deal. We like that a lot. And by the way, I'm building Diplomatic Quarter. I'm building that nice and early this game. Don't forget I get 100% production towards Diplomatic Quarter and its buildings. And I've just realised I want to be beelining castles as well. There is Great Lighthouse, +1 movement for all naval units. But more importantly, it's a wonder, which means I get 2 envoys when I build it. And I get extra tourism from it as well. It's all good in France to be building as many wonders as you can. And it's also a buttress boost. A boost to the old butt. Delicious. In fact, actually, I'm going to go castles. I'm actually just going to rush castles through. It's unlikely I'm going to get to a government beforehand, so we're not going to wait around for this eureka. I'm just going to pillage. Pillage, pillage, pillage. Look at that. Have we got 1 more pillage in this city? No, we don't. We're going to go and move over to this lovely named city that I can never pronounce the name of. What would Kamasi like? A great merchant. Ooh. I can save up faith, you never know, I might pick up a great merchant, but in the meantime, what am I going to do with my envoys? I could pick up Brussels, but actually I think I am going to just save and go straight for Kamasi. I want to swoop in, pick that city-state up, and just watch as my traders get a lot more powerful. In fact, actually, can I send a trade route to Kamasi? Yeah, no, I can't. We'll unlock that soon. don't you worry. There's a nice city-state trade route here that gives me an extra envoy for doing, which means I go from 0. Oh no, Rapinoe. Okay, it would give me from 2 to 4. Still, that's pretty good. It's all about just setting these trade routes. This would give me a trading post, and that lets me trade with Calais shortly after. So even just for that, that is worth it. The diplomatic quarter has been founded. So that gives me +1 diplomatic favor for each delegation or embassy through diplomacy. +1 envoy if next to the city centre. I have just got that, so that's great. Enemy spies operate at 2 levels below normal, targeting this district and adjacent districts. Well, I didn't build it in my capital because there wasn't much space, but that's not a bad city to have it in. The consulate gives me, again, a little bit of everything, but any city with encampments would be more safe from spies, so that's something to keep an eye on. One of those things that's often overlooked. There's my 3 envoys, by the way, so 1, 2, 3 into Calais, and bam, we now have Calais in our nation, nice and safe, and that's going to make my traders a lot better. Oh, by the way, that's castles, which means I've just unlocked 2 spies. Oh, hello. They all start promotions as well. I've got Anton and Claude. Oh, brilliant. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to be guided by the promotions that they get. What can they do? Seduction, counter spy is if 2 more levels more experience. That's no fun. Disrupt rocketry is not very good either. Linguist, time to complete all missions reduced by 25%. It's not the best one, but it helps a lot. Steal great works, as if 2 levels more experienced. Oh, hello. Or disguise, takes no time to establish presence. I'm going to try these. I can always build my spies out later, but we'll go and send them out. I think Carthage is a great target because they are the tech leader, and I'm just going to go and double check who has been earning all of the writers. Of course it's Pericles, so I'm going to send one to Pericles as well and see if we can go and do some stealing of great works. I'm also going to pick up cartography. I mean, right now I don't need peace with Carthage because it doesn't matter if these troops get killed, right? It's absolutely nothing that I'm worried about here. They're not mine. I stole them from a city-state. I was attacking Byblos just because I could, really, but if I keep pillaging, that could be a really, really good pickup for me. Oh, and it looks like this trader might be killed, actually. That's a bit of a shame. I'll just have to renew it. Or they'll give me a book. I said I wouldn't take books from trade, so we might just hold that one off. Oh, Venetia. Yes, there we go. So they have pillaged my trader there, so I can re-up it, send it to a new city-state, and that'll be pretty cool. Nice lumber mill in Calais as well. Mass production boosted. That's what you like to see. There we go. Sending 1 spy over to Tyre. That's a nice place to go. And we'll send 1 over to, where's Greece's capital? Athens. There we go. Lovely. So I can unlock the Gilded Vault, but there's no point in doing that right now because I don't have any commercial hubs, and I haven't even unlocked banking, so there's a lot of no-no going on in that area right now. I'm going to get a lot of gold. I'm thinking Rainer and going down to Contractor would be cool, but Armani I'm going to pick up briefly because I always regret not going for Armani. She's fantastic. I'm going to stick her in Calais to consolidate power on that city-state. I do not want to lose it. It's too good a city-state for me. And finally, a very special shout-out goes to Glorious Petra, Salty Tech, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Doughboy91, Sean Cretes, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Devil X, Skeptical Bear, Kroger Brand Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Portland, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Emir EC, Henry, Rom88, Radiatore, and Private Selection Genoa Salami for all of your support, as well as everybody that leaves comments and interacts with the channel generally. Thank you so much. See you all next time.